over to CEO of A&A Tennis Productions.
Pleasant evening to everyone. We're about to unveil a masterpiece of creativity. And I can make reference to before that I really believe that creative people, musicians at the top of the heap, are very special people. They create things that make us wonder sometimes if it's not in truth and in fact the very God that gives them that ability. This piece that you would see was created by Randy Clark. It is the second of what would be many unique pieces that would be given to our honorees. When I spoke earlier, I spoke of the different components of ACCOLADE, but I did not mention the icon, the trophy. In our mind, if you're awarding somebody something, I know we have a thing we say in Vincentian terms, when you give somebody a gift, and you know to yourself, it's not worthy, we always say, it's the thought that counts. But I'm saying, if you can give 10 cents, but you give 5 cents, and you say the thought that counts, I don't think it matches. And this piece is more than a piece. It has a value far beyond the cost. Ladies and gentlemen, we now unveil this piece. I would not describe it other than to say it was made by Vincentian with Vincentian material and is authentically Vincentian made. You would see it, you would have a time to look at it and read and interpret it and see if it fits the character of the man. Ladies and gentlemen, this is ACCOLADE number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on stage our honoree of the night, Mr. Frankie McIntosh himself. Come on, you can do better than that. Make some noise, man. That's right. That's right. Come on, yes, stand. Come on, come on. Show your appreciation for the Vincentian maestro. Fantastic contribution to Caribbean music. And just quickly, I want to say on behalf of Mr. Horn, a correction to his on the citation. He was born in 1946, not 44. So give him 2 years more. And quickly, 2 vehicles, you need to go check a vehicle now. P4016, urgently, and P720. Go to your vehicles immediately now. Check them. Thank you very much. Over to you, Janice.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of ACCOLADE, on behalf of the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, on behalf of the people of the region, and on behalf of the entire world, St. Vincent and the Grenadines presents this evening this special token of appreciation to Frankie, the Maestro McIntosh. This special presentation. Put your hands together for the Maestro.
The Honorable Mr. Cecil Mackey, other honorable ministers, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. I never expected anything this grand, you know. I mean, coming in, when I heard the band playing the fanfare, I looked back because I thought maybe a Roman emperor or someone was behind me. But I'm very happy that, you know, so many persons are here. Because of late, I mean, Vincentians have been, you know, asking me, boy, you still playing music? You still arranging? I want to tell them, yes, I'm very active, quite active in New York. They don't seem to, you know, believe. As a matter of fact, I did a TV taping a few days ago. And in a conversation before the camera started rolling, the interviewer said to me, you know, I was talking with a friend of mine yesterday, and I told her I was going to interview Frankie McIntosh. And you know what my friend said? She said, boy, Frankie McIntosh, he ain't dead? So when Adam called me, Mr. Tannis, asking whether I would accept this award, I mean, I was shocked, you know. But I even said to myself, boy, suppose the thing bust. But that's not a concern now. Thanks to everyone for coming out. Yeah. You know, any award in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, or I should say St. Vincent, my homeland, is always special because it comes from the roots, you know, where it started. But when it's being presented here at Russell's, it takes on a special significance. Why? Well, not only because I was a regular in Pitt here, but many years ago, more 50 years ago, yep, my brother-in-law to be, Eversley Olivaci, he came over from Grenada to work at 705. And he put on a series of shows showcasing local talent here. As a matter of fact, there's one performer from that time here tonight. He came downstairs to greet me, Fitzroy Trent, somewhere. Yeah. Robert Knights, Patches, as you know him. Patches was into his James Brown mode at the time. He sang like James Brown, dance like James Brown, play the organ, you know, and all that. And his little brother Conrick, he used to come on the stage and dance like James Brown. Of course, Conrick is a grown man now. Ken and Darwin, who were later to become Gratitude. Yep, they cut their teeth here. And my band, you know, played for them. So the musicians on stage tonight and the performers from St. Vincent are part of a long tradition. Now, I listened to the piece earlier by Daki, and it's so true because we artists, we really like conduits, you know, we're like a link. We take what our forebears bequeath us, and we sort of ornament it a little, you know, polish it up and pass it on to future generations. Sometimes the next generation doesn't accept it right away, but somewhere along the line it resurfaces, you know. So I'd like to thank Mr. and Mrs. Tannis and Bernard, Joseph, Gary Young, Truths, and everyone, you know, connected to Accolades for this honor tonight. Really means a lot to me. I'd like to thank all those individuals, those agencies, those departments, those ministries, and ministers who look favorably on my receiving this award tonight. I thank all the performers, the band. I don't want to start singling out anyone because they were all great, but I must mention that little bony man, to hear him sing a song, to hear him sing that song that I arranged for Scorcher over 40 years ago, it was really emotional, to me. See a youngster singing that music. For all the glowing tributes, I mean, I've been called humble, imagine, I've even been called a genius. And I really wish my wife were here to see that no one called me an idiot. Oh. Now, Beckett. My arranging career sort of catapulted it. This launched after I met Beckett and we did that first album, Coming High, the Coming High album. I mean, I always say there are a few people that I feel blessed to share this earth with, and Alston Beckett Cyrus is one of them. St. Vincent will never produce another Beckett, so cherish him while you can. And to you, the audience, thank you for your support tonight. Thanks for support in the past, and thanks in advance for your support in the future. There's one thing I'd like to mention before I close. Is that, okay, you hear the music and it says Frankie McIntosh, but I mean, there's more to it than just me. True, I do the arranging, and then I take it into the studio, and there are musicians who interpret what I write, and sometimes correct it. If I make a wrong note, write a wrong note. People like Errol Ince from Trinidad, Charles Dougherty of Jamaica, Max Covaya, whom I call the complete musician. He doesn't like to hear that, but he is. Excellent bass player. They all factor in to, what you hear, to the product that's played on the radio. So I have to give credit to them. And thanks to you all again. Thanks to everyone. Thank you again, Mr. Mackey.
Ladies and gentlemen, our honoree for the night. Come on, stand in ovation. Come on, stand and give him another big round of applause tonight. Mr. Frankie McIntosh. In a while, we're going to get some of his musical skills. Oh, yes. Photo op. Special moment, ladies and gentlemen. You see, of course, we want to say good morning to the media, the members of the media who are here. Thank you for coming and capturing this moment. In the moment, just before we have the grand finale, which would include the maestro himself, Said Bowman, and Beckett, also themes quartet. We're going to ask Mr. Frankie to stay on stage, please. Yes. You can kindly have a seat until, yes. You can just sit. Yes. We now invite Dr. ALET Tanis, co-founder of ACCOLADE, to bring the vote of thanks.
Just before the vote of thanks has been brought, I'll just ask Bernard to just give you a second view of the first accolade. Bernard Joseph. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for the first accolade recipient, Judy Boucher.
this evening as we completed our journey, have completed our journey of Accolade 2 and start our journey into Accolade 3, which will take place the first weekend in October 2019. We want to say thanks first to the Almighty God that have led us through this evening, and without Him, this evening would not have been a success. So we want to say thanks to Him, the Almighty, this evening. To the CEO of Accolade, the man who have always stood by my side, Arden Tanis, Mr. Tanis, I want to say thanks for his dreams and his visions that have brought us through to Accolade 2. Special thanks to our Accolade Person of the Year, Mr. Franklin McIntosh. And as protocol goes, thanks to the Minister of Culture, the Diplomatic Corps, senior public servants, sponsors, the performing artists, Accolade Advisory Committee, the Master of Ceremonies, stage management team, Gloria Heiger, Ron's Bar, and the ushers. We want to say thanks to you this evening. Thanks to the audience, because without your attendance, Accolade 2 would not be a success this evening. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, right about now, the genius is on stage. The honor is on stage. He'll be joined